Alright, what's good, and welcome back to the final episode of our Rugby League Live 3 BA Pro Survival Series. We made it to the grand final, and we're getting ready to rematch the Rabbitohs, who we defeated in week 1 of the finals that is. As we take a look at their finals journey here, after losing to us, they then went on to face the Dragons in the semis, and they beat the Dragons 24 points to 18. They then went on to face the Cowboys in the preliminary, where they absolutely beasted the Cowboys 24 points to 4. Alright, so as we get into the game, it's been a pretty successful season, or a pretty successful series. I'll definitely be bringing it back in Rugby League Live 4, but for now the next BA Pro series will be the much anticipated return of Young Quest. It will no longer be called Road to First Grade, seeing as we made the Raiders first grade team. Now we'll just call it NRL Rookie or something like that. So yeah, it should be a great month or two heading into the release of Rugby League Live 4. We've got the second season with our NRL Rookie, and our rebuild with the Newcastle Knights, as both sides finally make their way onto the field. It actually took us 4 pros, including Taylor, to get to this point. We started off with Marshall. He made it for about 3 rounds. We then moved on to Tom Trbojevic, who made it for 10 consecutive rounds. Moving on to Corey Norman, we survived for 6 rounds, and now with Ash Taylor, we're looking for our 10th in a row, and if we get that, we tie our best record with Tom Trbojevic. As we finally get into the game here, 20 minutes in, we shift the ball to Wallace, who gets around 1, then he gets hammered in the tackle. 4th tackle here as we call for it, delay the pass, and then get it away to Hayne, who's actually going to kick another 40-20. Just like our last game, Jared Hayne's going to get us started on the front foot. Alright, so as we take the tap here, we're going to pass to Hayne, who powers his way into their 10. We're about 5 meters out here. As we call for it, go back inside to Harrell, and he's going to go through untouched. Connie's actually been one of our go-to these past few weeks. He seems to find the line, or at least we put him through the line. As we find our way back inside their 20, 34 minutes in, it goes through the hands. It's going to be Ryan James who takes the tackle, about 15 meters out. As they go wide to Hayne, fends off 1, and he makes his way back inside their 10. We're going to try and feed Connie the ball once again as we call for it. Shift it to Connie, and he's going to bump 1 off. Pulls 2 defenders over the line with him, and the Hurricane's going to go over for an early double. Tyrone Roberts converts, and we're going to go up by 12 points with about 8 minutes remaining in the half. It's actually about 3 minutes remaining, and we're going to look for another 40-20 here. We get a decent angle on it. Inglis is going to take it over the line, and that's even better for us because it's going to be our feed to the scrum. Alright, so as we feed the scrum, I go for a short side play that I've been trying to pull off all season long, and as you can see here, we pull off a beautiful blindside play there. We've just been hammering that left edge all night. This time, instead of Connie taking it to the line, we call for it on the wraparound, and then we get it out to Zillman on the wing. It was such a satisfying play. I think my live reaction, I was a little too hyped for it, but as we move along here, I just wanted to show what difficulty I was on, because a lot of people always asked not only the difficulty but the camera angle. So if you go back and pause on that little bit of screen that I showed, you'll see the camera angle. Alright, so as we look at the halftime stats, it's been an absolute mauling of the Rabbitohs here in the first half. Not only have I been controlling the game, but the AI has been stepping up, especially when we were outside their goal line. I show a little bit of the Rabbitohs attacking game here, and this is pretty much what they did all game long. One off the ruck, they just kept hitting the line, and yeah, it was pretty basic to defend. As we send it out to Harrell once again, with a little bit of room to move, 1-on-1 off Inglis, and he gets smashed in the tackle. Right on our 40. As we call for it here, back inside to Hayne, gets past 1, and he's going to get past Inglis at the back. As he streaks away for our 4th try of the game, Jared Hayne on fire right now, as well as Conrad Harrell. Roberts converts, and we go up by 24 with under 20 remaining. Alright, so we're back off the Rabbitohs, as Dalakai makes a break, and it's going to get pulled down about 5 meters out from our line. A little scoot from dummy half, and a beautiful try-saving tackle by the AI, and that pretty much sums up our defense all game as we end it on a nice little try-saving tackle. We defeat the Rabbitohs 24 points to 0 in what was a dominant run with Ashley Taylor on the back end of this survival series. It's funny because a couple of games in, I wasn't really liking the position, but we adjusted and we just started to dominate. There was one game that I thought we might lose, and I think it was against Melbourne. Might have been Melbourne or Canberra, but it's full time here. We're successful in our first season of survival. As we take a look at the full-time stats here, and we're going to pick up the man of the match. As always, drop that like button for more content. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation.